vision is speaking. All right, essentially we're seeing the pestilences, all right, the plagues, mass homelessness, all right, things being inflated, you know, so essentially the vision is essentially speaking, and also the end is manifest, you know, it's obvious, you know, everybody is feeling the effects of prophecy.
Yeah, like you said, with homeless, that's how you know it's crazy. You got, he's even, basically, he's arresting homeless people, man. He's putting people, homeless people, he's relocating them, man. He's grabbing up their U-Hauls and their vans, he's taking them, and he's relocating them. Where do you think he's sending them off, man? Where do you think he's sending them out to a rehabilitation center? No, he's sending them out to a concentration camp, man. And we already know what he's doing with their inward parts, man. We're not ignorant of Satan's devices. That's still what? The world's in a state of mourning, man. Keep on, brother.
2 Ezra 16 and 39. Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side.
And it said, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side, man. You seeing that every day you step out on your porch and go out to society, you seeing sorrows coming upon it on every side. You going to work and people complaining about being at work. Your boss complaining. The company's on the spiral of an end, man. You're seeing sorrows coming on every side, man. You're hearing about farmers complaining about the workforce and the lack of resources. You know, all the cattle's not being tended to. All the crops are getting basically corroded. Because why? Nobody's tending to it. So what is that's going to lead to? More sorrow. That's going to lead to a famine, which is going to lead to a pestilence. That's all the things you're seeing being take place in the latter days, man. And this is all part of the prophecy according to the will of Yahweh Shemel Shah, man. And it's not going to slack up. It's only going to continue to get worse, man. This is the will of the Lord, man. That's why we keep telling you Negro-Lights and Native Americans, this is the time you need to separate yourself from society. We've been telling you for years, but it's not your rest, man. This way America's going, you get caught up in this place, you will get hit with the missiles, man. If you want to participate in all this wickedness, guess what? The Lord's going to take you out, man. He's numbering you to the sword, man.
Luke chapter 21, and starting at verse 25. And there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon.
And you seeing that, man. Blood moons, all these various things that's happening in the heavens, man. Those are the signs of the return of the Lord, man. That's why, like it says in what Jeremiah 10 and 2, be not dismayed at the signs of the, what would it say? Be not with the signs of heaven, because the heathen are dismayed. You shouldn't be dismayed at the signs of heaven. You should understand that's Bible prophecy according to the will of the Lord. That's your way to escape. That's it.
That's the chariots. That's our ticket out of here, man. That's why Esau Edom is trying to jump in front of the, in front of the news, because he wants to control the narrative.
Yep.
This is why all these chariot sightings that you're seeing taking place, like they just mentioned, all right, it came back out how they know that the angels and the so-called UFOs are quote-unquote African American. All right, so they're trying to talk about that, like the Pastor Hawkins video, where Esau pretty much said that a monkey is going to save monkeys. All right, because you know they said that they know that the black soldiers are black. So they know the Messiah is black. So that's why they use the mockery of calling him monkey. They call him Lord of monkey. But they know that those ships are coming because NASA has 24-hour surveillance. And they see that it's a giant chariot on the way to Earth. Right?
Yeah, big this. I think it said
multiple chariots.
They said like Apostle said, I think America's over 5,000, almost 4,000 square foot, and a chariot is like 7,000 square foot. Yeah, that's a mothership, bigger than way bigger than America. Like you said, it can beam up everybody in America. He's only coming back with 144,000 in that great multitude. And that's showing you, man, that hey, we're here. We're very, very close, man. That's why you shouldn't be dismayed at the signs of heaven. Why? Because hey, we're clearly, like the Lord said, look up because your redemption draweth nigh, man.
Like I said, man, hey, 2 Corinthians 2:11, man, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. Esau's going to try every little thing to try to deceive the minds of the people. That's why scriptures say, you know, he could deceive the elect, you know, but he can't. Okay. We understand through, like you said, Bible prophecy, what is meant to happen. All right, Yahweh Shah, when he returns, it said every eye shall see, because that chariot is going to be like a great mountain that's going to block out the sky. Yep. All right, so we're not going to be afraid when we see that, but we know Esau's coming with the Project Blue Beam. All right, he got his drones that look like chariots, and they're going to be using sound weapons and different things like that. But if you're carrying to prophecy, you're not going to be taken by these things.
No, sure. Like the brother said, if you're occupying yourself in the will of Yahweh Shemel Shah, you won't be dismayed when you see these things come to pass. Because you don't understand that this is the will of the Lord, man. And as a man of the Lord, you should want these things to come to pass. For real, for real. You should be hastening the day of the return of the Lord, man.
Isaiah 26 and verse 20. Come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers, and shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself as it were for a little moment, until the indignation be overpassed.
Now, can you read that?
Isaiah 26 and 20. Come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers.
Come, my people. That's talking about the Israelites. People Latino, Native American, and Spanish. That's the Israelites. That's his people, man. The Lord haven't forgotten about the children of Israel, man. Keep going.
Enter into thy chambers.
Enter into thy chambers. Which he's speaking on what you eagerly call so-called UFOs, man. Enter into thy chambers, man. That's what the Lord's speaking of. Enter into thy chambers, the chariots, man. Beam me up, Scotty, what they made mockery on Star Trek. What Scotty means what? Black, right? Keep going.
And shut thy doors about thee.
And shut thy doors about thee. Keep going.
Hide thyself as it were for a little moment.
Hide thyself as it were for a little moment. Because why? When the Lord beams up the left of the nation of Israel, it's going to be simultaneously while the ICBM missiles is coming down on America and various parts of the earth. Man. That's going to be simultaneously. Why? Because the Lord's going to beam us up for what? The end of the nation is going to take place.
Hide thyself as it were for a little moment, until the indignation be overpassed.
Until the indignation be overpassed. Keep going.
For behold, the Lord cometh out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth.
So for the Lord come up out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth. That's what the Lord's coming back to do, man. You read that in Revelation, the 1st chapter, the 7th verse, man. He meets to be with clouds, man. That's the way the Lord's returning, man. He's coming to punish the world, man. All that, the Lord's coming back to save everybody. He's coming with peace. That ain't in the Bible, man. That ain't there. Matter of fact, somebody
say it.
Matthew 10 and 34. Hey, that's what I was going to say. Can you get that real quick? The Lord's not coming back with peace, man. Your pastor lied to you. The Lord's coming back with vengeance. The Lord haven't forgot what the Edomites have done to his 12 tribes and what he have done to him as well, man.
He can acquire that which is past.
That's right.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 10, and verse 34. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth.
Think not. So that you should already be saying. The Lord said what? Think not. Think not that I should come to send peace on the earth, man. That's what the Lord said, man. Keep going.
I came not to send peace, but a sword.
But a sword, man. A sword is a killing instrument, man. That's what the Lord's coming back with. He's not coming to send peace on earth. The one you call Jesus Christ ain't coming back with that kumbaya spirit to hug everybody, I love everybody. That ain't Rick, man. Right. The one you call Jesus Christ, whose name is Yahweh Shah, he's coming back with vengeance. Thus said the Bible, man. So all that false narrative that this damn devil been pushing for years, that he's coming back for everybody and he's coming for peace, that ain't in the Bible, man. He ain't even coming back for all his people, man. Jeremiah 4. Time, let's get there.
Book of Luke, chapter 12, and verse 49. I have come to send fire on the earth.
I come to send fire on earth, man. What is that? You should think, in your mind, you should be like, what does he mean when he says that? Because he said he wouldn't destroy the world with water anymore. So now he's coming to send fire on earth, man. Keep going.
I have come to send fire on the earth. And what will I if it already be kindled?
What would I if it already be kindled, man? Because when the Lord returns, it's going to be chaos on every side, as we just read in 2 Exodus 16 chapter 39 verse, man. It's going to be, you're going to hear sedition amongst men, wars and rumors of wars. You're going to have people out here fighting in the streets, man. It's going to be bad out here.
Hey, it's going to be so bad that when he returns, shall he find faith on the earth?
Yeah.
People are literally going to be bugging out in that time, because all this time, like you made mention of earlier, how this society has got wickeder and wickeder. People no longer contribute. The Most High is in control anymore. Man. They think that Esau equals God, so everything that we see going on, they don't look at the Most High that's doing that. When this shit begins to really, turn on its head, people don't have no choice but to acknowledge the Most High is real, but they're not gonna look at him in the sense of trying to seek him to be delivered. They're gonna be cursing.
Yeah, because at the end, why you think they're being cursing? Because all the hell he's about to bring them on, man. Because your disobedience, man. Especially the tribes, he's really gonna be jacking y'all ass up at the time, man. Because it's called what? Sharon 37. Jacob's trouble, man. At last, that day has come. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble. Like the brother priest just said, man. They really gonna be cursing in that day because they ain't gonna have no stability. They ain't gonna have no edge, man. When they see super soldiers out here, they see these robots out here, in every corner they hit, they hear screaming and crying and people getting laid out. They gonna be really cursing the Lord like, why, Lord, why leave me like this, man? Why? Because at the end of the day, they kept putting the Lord off from day to day. But as you get in Ecclesiastes, the 5th chapter, the Lord said what? Put not off from day to day, man. Because in thy securities, thou should be destroyed, man. And that's what's coming, man. Because a lot of you people, especially you Latin Native Americans, you've been putting your security and your trust in the goddamn devil, man. The whole damn time. That's what you've been doing. And the scripture said what? Curse be the man that trusts in man, man. So that's going to be a curse to you, man. That's what's going to take place, man. You put your trust in this
3 out of 4 of ours were down par.
That's what we trip off, man. Jump out 4-17. 4-7.
I had to flip it if I can.
Real quick.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 4, and verse 7. And it reads, the lion is come up from his thicket, and the destroyer of the Gentiles is on his way.
Yeah, the lion to come up with his thicket is Yahweh Shai. And the destroyer of the Gentiles is on the way. That's speaking of Yahweh Shai's turn, man. He's coming to destroy these nations that's been doing what? War against Israel, man. And 2/3 of Israel. That's what the Lord is coming to do, man. And he's not drawing it back, because the Lord said what? My word shall go out and perform which I have
That what y'all please.
what I was pleased, man. And that's what you see the Lord's doing. This is why you're seeing everything around you. It's not slacking. You're hearing on the internet how everybody's talking about, damn, the days it's like they're speeding up. Every time I wake up, man, it's like, dang, it's like, man, it was just Saturday, it was just Sunday, now I'm back at work. Because why? The Lord said what? The days should be shortened for the elect's sake. It's Bible prophecy. So we're seeing the Lord is not slack concerning his promise. He's promised that the nation of Israel, the elect, that he's going to return at a certain period of time, and he gave us a sign token to be watching out for. So now we can see all these various things taking place. We see that the Lord is clearly on his way back, man. That's why we keep telling you, people like Native Americans, you need to be separating yourself from this place, man. Because this place is on its way out, man.
Jeremiah 4:7. The lion is come up from his thicket, and the destroyer of the Gentiles is on his way. He is gone forth from his place to make thy land desolate, and thy city shall be laid waste.
And thy city shall be waste, man. The city's gonna be laid waste, man. How the city's gonna be laid waste, man? ICBM missiles, man. That's how the city's gonna be laid waste. And also, he's gonna be beaming these places with the chariots, man. With the laser, man. Yes.
Without inhabitant.
Without inhabitant, man. America's not gonna be able to inhabit no more. When the Lord destroys this place, man, it's gonna be a big ass desert. It's gonna be an example of how not to rule wickedly. It's gonna be a big ass example, man. Just like the Lord left Egypt an example, this is gonna be the biggest example known to man. Thus says the Bible.
This is Isaiah chapter 66 and verse 15. It says, for behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind.
And the Lord will come with fire, and his chariots as a whirlwind. Keep on.
To render his anger with fury.
And to render his anger with fury. Because why? People actually think the Lord don't see what's going on. They, like the brother priest said, they putting off. So when the shit hit, they can be cursing the Lord, not knowing that this is the Lord is doing it. Because why? You've been wicked. He's justified. That's indignation, man. Righteous anger. You didn't want to repent and return. So the Lord's justified for bringing forth that destruction upon you, man. The Lord's angry with the wicked every day, especially these people on this side, man. Because you had, at the end of the day, you had a chance to repent. You had plenty of opportunity to let this shit go. But what do? You walk by, you scoff, you get on the videos, you put out your time and effort to scoff instead of actually taking to try to seek salvation, man.
Or even you ain't gotta be a scoffer. You just been an average American walking around. You live your life in oblivion, pretty much oblivious to what's going on. So the Lord's gonna punish you too, because it's a thing being called willful ignorance.
Yep.
And a lot of these people out here live in ignorance, because they say what ignorance is bliss, right?
Yep.
So if you don't concern yourself with the things going on, then you think that it's not gonna touch your life. Well, as we're seeing, the Lord is zeroing in on this place more and more to the point to where everybody's being affected.
Yep.
Everybody's feeling that crunch, man. Everybody has the sense of, yo, something is wrong, man.
Yeah. It's something just don't. Everybody's feeling like this is not living. This something.
Yeah,
This everything is not adding up, man. Is this life? That's how I feel. Like Apostle Paul was going to. This ain't living, man. We never really fully lived, man. And that's how a lot of jakes is thinking. Like, damn, is this living, man? So when the Lord bring that destruction upon you, the Lord is justified, man. Come on.
Finishing out Isaiah 66 and verse 15, to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire.
With his rebuke with flames of fire, man. The ICBM missiles, man. And also the laser beams coming from the chariot. That's the Lord gonna rebuke in this damn place, man. But this place is wicked as all hell, man. Everywhere you turn around, there's some nasty shit going on. Kids getting grabbed, women getting grabbed. We just had a nasty person shoot up a bunch of damn kids, man. There's always some shit going on. Every time you look around, there's something going on in Babylon the Great. You never really have a disappointing week. There's something going on. Every week is something major taking place, man. Because why? Because we understand that Esau, he was coming down with great wrath, so he have all these psyops and agendas that he's doing to bring forth his new system, man.
I'm laughing at why you say that, because the devil was never not busy, bro. Like, this nigga is always on something. But in the same sense, when you look at the duality of it, this is how the nigga wants you. Yeah. So going back to what you were saying at the beginning of the sermon is, hey, now is the time to be getting yourself in the spirit, man. Because if you're seeing how the spirit's going, like the video that brother Amwar Babar did, you know, the woman had the vision saying when Apostle Hart put that video up saying this is that last video I'm gonna do, you know, and the Lord's wrapping this thing up, man. There was a word coming, like in other videos. Dude looking for the bum in New York. Y'all right. Yeah, it's coming to that point. So, brothers, this is the time for us to get ourselves together more and more because we see the time is at hand.
Yeah, the time is at hand, man. Just like the brother Chris said, you can't keep putting off from day to day. You need to actually get active in this stuff. You can't be lukewarm. You got to get active, man. Get activated and put your hands in the plow, man. The Lord is coming back, man. What side you gonna be on when you turn to the Lord, man? You need to be on that right hand side, man. Because he got you on that left hand side, ain't nothing good coming for you, man. What destruction?
Yeah. This is Amos 5 and verse 18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord Yahweh. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light.
Yeah, that's what we keep telling you people, man. Especially goddamn Christians, man. You really think the Lord's coming back in some humble peace and, you know, love you and I missed you type feeling, man. Yeah,
he did that. He came like that already.
Yeah,
he came like that 2,000 years ago, man. He came as that lamb. Now he's coming as that lion, like you said earlier.
And when he came as a lamb, did you accept him? No. So why you think he's gonna come back like that, man? That doesn't even add up. He came as a lamb. He came humble. He came preaching and teaching the word, man, and trying to bring you back to salvation, man. Well, to repentance. What did you do? You scoffed and you mocked and you put him to death, man. So why you think he's gonna come back and do it all again? Hell no, man. He's coming back with vengeance. He's coming back with anger, man. And he's coming back with only those that's truly waiting on him. And that's the elect. The only ones to be waiting on him is the elect. Did you have more on there?
Oh, let me give a little bit more. Amos 5 and 19, it says, as if a man did flee from a lion, and the bear met him.
And this is as a man did flee from a lion, and the bear met him. You pray these as scenarios that's going to be taking place in society, man. As different various things is going to be taking place when the Lord has them. Gerber troopers out here, ICE soldiers, them drones, all these various things taking place. That's the scenarios in society how it's going to be held on every side.
It says, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall, and the serpent bit him.
And that's the time we're coming into, man. There's going to be chaos on every side. Right. That's what's going to be. All this hell that this devil's about to do, all this order out of chaos, it's all going to lead up to him ushering out the MOTB. That's what he's doing. And we're not ignorant of Satan. We can clearly see that everything he's doing, he's trying to usher in this market of beast, man. That's what this is about, man. That's why, like we said, you need to stop putting out from day to day, man. You need to separate yourself, man. Right. This is coming. The hour of temptation, Revelation 10. And it's not gonna be slack. I'm tired of niggas gotta go. This how they need to come anyway, man. Because a lot of you niggas need to go anyway. I'm tired of you niggas. There's an hour of temptation, Revelation 3 and 10. It's at the door, man. And you can clearly see that, man. How do you think he's setting up all these national guards around the world? Because he knows that the collapse is on his way, man.
National identification, all on the simple security. All right, seeing Baha, RFK, Dr. Oz, Trump is putting everything in place. This is why nothing that we see happen in Babylon happens for no reason.
Everything. What the leader say? Nothing is coincidence.
Yeah, man. All these shootings are being done for a reason. You know, they lock it down so they can identify who it is. That's why you go on these certain apps. They said the deadline, they month. They talk about, you have to identify yourself with these different social media apps like YouTube and Instagram and whatnot. So that's the ego. Yep. All right, you can't escape this.
Yeah, social media.
If I can land back on that too, like a big push in every aspect, like you said, that education is all the gradual shift toward godliness and emancipation. Because at some point in time, every pastor is being corrupt, two-step verification is corrupt, phone verification is corrupt, right? The social security information, there's so many data breaches that biometric information has to be instituted as a means to quote-unquote protect people and their sensitive information. But even that is going to be corrupted, and that's going to lead to people just having to institute this as a means of security. And people are going to go willingly because they're ignorant of Satan's devices.
We're in a breach with Doge or Social Security. This week, everybody's Social Security number got pushed out there into the dark world out of nowhere, right? Come on, man.
They always send emails about your passwords have been compromised.
Yeah, you see all these now spam texts and whatnot.
Yep.
So that shows you nothing's safe, so they're gonna need this chip to verify your information is safe and Psalms chapter 94:20. Trying to throne of iniquity have fellowship which frame of mischief by law.
And that's what he's been doing, man, the whole time. That's brother just going in, man. That's what he's been doing, framing mischief by law. At the same time, he's playing both sides, man. He's setting up all these spam and all these various things, so he's justified with coming in with the MOTB system. He's setting up all these shootings and all these things happening in society, so he's justified with putting the roots on the ground. This is what he's doing.
Poison the food, buying up all these different farmland shit so they can be justified to bring you this GMO shit. Like, I was listening to Adios Farmer's video, he was talking about how Gates of Hell is buying up all this farmland, all right, and he's talking about, cows need to stop burping and farting. But he's saying that because this nigga is a major investor in clone meat. And also I found out too that the reason why these devils are buying up these farmlands, a lot of these farmlands have underwater water pockets called aquifers. So that's why we're seeing the push where they're trying to make it where water is no longer a human right. Yeah, so all these farmlands, they have the water underground. So that's why they're trying to say it's the shortest, but it's because you got majority of these Edomites, like especially over in LA, that own these big water parks.
Man, he's really trying to take. Esau is really trying to control every avenue of life. Yeah. That's what you see this devil doing.
Yeah, human rights are no longer right.
That's why he said you will own nothing and be happy, man. That's what he's setting up, man. And he's framing for mischief by law, man. Yeah. That's the devil. That's the devil. That's what he came out to do. When you read Revelation, the 20th chapter, man, the 3rd verse, man, to go out and deceive the nations. Why? Because Esau knew he had but a little season, a short time to fulfill his new world order, man. And this is what you see, man. And he's gonna stop it. He's not stopping at nothing to do it, man. He don't care. He's been exposed on all avenues, on all levels, and he's still doing what he's gonna do, man. Because this is the will of Yahweh Bashim al-Shah, man. As you read in 2 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter, man. Now he will let it till he be taken out of the way. This is the will of the Lord, man. The Lord is letting this devil do these things, man. He's not gonna stop, man.
The book of Habakkuk, chapter 2 and verse 4. This, reading it in NLT, a matter of fact, I start at verse 3. This vision is for a future time. It describes the end and it will be fulfilled. Right? Esau is the end of the world, Jacob is the beginning of it, the following. Right? So Esau will be in the position of power at the end times. Right? As the brother quoted 2 Thessalonians 2. Right?
If it seems slow in coming, wait patiently, for it will surely take place. Right? And the Lord is making it clear that this ain't running slow. The Lord is, He is speeding up the time so much that the people of the world are cognizant of it. It's not a matter of superstition or maybe I'm just getting old. No. Everyone from young to old realizes that the time sped up, and that's prophecy.
Yeah, they had the reports. They came out and said that we experienced the shortest day in human history. And they said that the earth is spinning faster than they ever have.
What did you say what's Buck on his last year? Scientists were saying that or something like that, and they're saying that's fantastic. Yes.
Verse 4, look at the proud. They trust in themselves and their lives are crooked. And that's what we see, right? The scriptures say pride goes before destruction and a haughty spirit before a fall. And that's the spirit of Esau, and that's the spirit of his hegemony, right? Crooked, corrupt, leader.
Yes, that's what you see, man. The people, that's how you see what's going on. America is all about capitalism, getting over on somebody. So you see that, that's the state of the world. They ain't going off the spirit of an Edomite.
Verse 4 in the latter, but the righteous will live by their faithfulness to the Most High. And that faithfulness to the Most High is being faithful to His will, right? Being faithful to the end.
In obedience. Yes. Obedience is very, the Lord said obedience is very something. Because that's the mindset is what? Be obedient. Doing what the Lord commanded you to do, man, especially the times we're coming into, man. That's the mindset, being obedient, understanding that this is the will of the Lord, man. How can I please the Lord? That's the mindset you think of when you wake up every morning. How can I please the Lord? How can my ways please unto the Lord? That's why you should be occupying yourself in the will of what the Lord said do, man. Not the will of the man. The will of man have destroyed us, man. Going after the ways of these damn heathen. Have you seen the state of our people trying to follow the ways of the heathen? We have got worse and worse, man. Niggas is terrible, man. This is the worst niggas that have ever been. This is the worst niggas have been since we've been a nation, man. Here in Babylon the Great, man. And it's only going to continue to get worse, man. Niggas gotta go, man. You following at the ways of this world, the lust of the flesh, this is what's leading to destruction, man.
Isaiah chapter 1, verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel does not know. My people doth not consider.
Yeah, and that's what two stubborn animals. They know who feed them, they know where their shelter is, they know where their place of gathering other cattle is. They know where home is, man. They know that, man. The Lord said Israel have not considered. Only you two dirty-ass niggas don't know who you are, man. You involved in all these different religions, man. All these different practices, man. But you ain't considering the ways of the Lord. You're not considering why you on the low, you at the lowest point of the totem pole when it comes to society, man. You ain't figured that out yet. You ain't considered that this is the will of the Lord, and this is a spiritual battle, man. This is why the Lord put you under, because you're disobedience, man. You don't consider, man. And that's bad, man. Like brother said, Jake walk by every day, walk past, and still don't consider. They see the videos, they still don't consider, man. And this is why the Lord is put you in this little state now, man.
Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 4.
I still have a lot of my
sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity.
A people laden with iniquity, man. A sinful nation. A nation of people that's pushing black culture, that's pushing the B-word and hoes and thug life, man. The Zai and the gang, man. The YN. That's the mind state of the so-called Negro Latino Americans, man. Pushing death culture, man. When that's far from what you're supposed to be doing, man. You're supposed to be obedient to your power, man. But here it is, you're obedient to your God, just Esau, Edom, so-called white man. Esau created niggas. You ain't figured that out yet? So-called white man created you to be this monster you is every day walking up the street, man. The Lord created you to be a righteous people, a holy people, and to be separate, but you want to do what the oppressor tell you to do, man. And then got the nerve to be mad every time you wake up, man. Take a picture of the sign. Keep on.
Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 4. Ah, sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters.
Children that are corrupters, man. Anything come out of a Negro Latino American mouth nowadays is nothing but corruption. Especially if you're talking about you want to be a rapper. That's the mindset of a nigga, man. Keep going.
Children are corrupters, they have forsaken the Lord, they have provoked the Holy One of Israel to anger.
They have provoked the Holy One of Israel to anger. So this is why you're seeing why what society's going the way it's going, which is downfall, man. With this great fall. They would bring Jacob's trouble upon you, man. And the Lord is justified for doing it, man. You start seeing your base get killed in front of you, your grandma, your nana, everybody get laid out in front of you. Why? That's the will of the Lord. And the Lord is justified for bringing an indignation because you niggas just don't get it, man. You won't stop, man. As the scripture said, the brother keeps on, you will revolt more and more, man. Because niggas won't stop. Niggas don't stop until they end up on their deathbed, man. That's when the nigga want to recognize the Lord, man. This is why the Lord got to get you 2/3 out of the way, man.
I got something for you, if I may.
You get that?
Okay. This is okay, okay. This is 2nd Ezra 16 and verse 19. It says, "Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment." You know, so all these plagues that we're about to start seeing here in America soon, man, they're about to start hitting y'all jakes. Because as his brother mentioned, it quoted Jeremiah 30:7, the time of Jacob's trouble. And as the brother's been going into it, ain't called Jacob's trouble for no reason, man. You jakes are gonna get hit the worst, man. And all these things that's coming, man, is all meant as scourges for amendment, which really means correction. All these things are meant to correct you, man, to make you seek your power. But instead, as it says, we're gonna read it, verse 20. "But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges." So even then, you're going to have 2/3 rebellious ass, hard-headed jakes that are going to stick to their way. They're going to wait till the news come and drop and hit them on their head, man.
Yeah, like you said, they still ain't to be mindful for the scourges. They still ain't being mindful of it. The reason why this is happening to you because you wicked.
Right.
Because you want to be a nigga, you want to smoke the black male, you want to commit adultery, you want to be the toughest big bad guy, you want to be the thug. So the Lord's gonna humble your ass, man. And that's what you're seeing, man. You bring that picture 6 out.
Ephesians chapter 6. Ephesians chapter 6, verse 10 in the Good News Translation. The subheader is the whole armor of the Most High. Finally, build up your strength in union with the Lord and by means of His mighty power. Put on all the armor that the Most High gives you, so that you will be able to stand up against the devil's evil tricks.
That's what does that start with? The reason I understand what the brother said is it starts with obedience. It starts with being obedience. And how you feel obedience, you fear the Lord. You fear the Lord, and you reverence the Lord throughout your day. So certain stuff you just don't do anymore. You let that shit go. Certain people you hang on, you gotta let them go, man. That's why He enticed you to go back into the world, man.
For we are not fighting against human beings, but against the wicked spiritual forces in the heavenly world.
And that's a spiritual warfare. When you're a spiritual man, you understand that this is a spiritual battle. This is a spiritual fight, man. And that's why you need the Lord, man, to help you fight this battle, because you can't do it without the Lord. That's why we're still in the flesh, man. We're weak, man.
It says, the rulers, authorities, and cosmic powers of this dark age.
The rulers, authorities, and cosmic powers of this dark age, what you call your so-called Illuminati, so-called enlightened ones on this dark side, man, or with that heavy witchcraft, man. That divinations that they push out throughout society with all the symbolism and all the left hand talking and shit. That's what spiritual witch. Well, that's spiritual. That's left hand witchcraft, man. Spiritual warfare, psychic, man. That's what's taking place every day you wake up, man. Every day, even when you go to sleep, you're constantly being hit with all these darts of some Satan, man.
Bro, dreams, the actual physically being touched, man. Bro, the one on the fucking scratch marks. You know, they fuck the demons fucking you in the bed. You know, so this, we're being persecuted on all levels. That's why, hey, and it's true, brothers don't really understand. When I'm saying brothers, I mean the average everyday Israelites. Y'all don't really understand how heavy this thing is. You know, like we are dealing with literally the highest level of spiritual warfare. This devil is constantly increasing that.
Right.
All right, don't forget they opened up. You know, CERN opened up the portals last year. Vatican did they ritual where they opened up some damn doors, did who knows what. So hey man, it's only getting worse and worse as we get closer to to the Lord's return, man.
Yeah, a lot of people don't understand that, man, because they're in the flesh. They don't understand a lot of this stuff is actually taking place. It's spiritual sacrifice.
There's a book of 1 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 14. But the natural man receiveth not the things of the spirit of the Most High.
Natural man, those that's in the flesh, they don't see the things of the Most High. They're holding them, cleaving on the ways of the world. They're in the flesh,
For they are foolishness unto him.
because it's foolishness to them, man. They don't believe. They don't understand that everything around you is very spiritual, man. That's why they suck in the flesh, man. And as a spiritual man, if you say that to them, that's foolishness to them. It goes way over their head, and they're looking at you like you're crazy. They look like a movie called Fallen with Denzel. They think that's mythical. They don't think shit like that take place every day. That shit is real. That's every day, man.
I saw a video on Instagram that was saying how, you know, people think them names and them different in the movies, these demons, like that's real demons they talking about, man. Like that, the one in Fallen, that's a real demon. You know, like the Zuzu with them damn Labubu dogs, named after, like all these different. These shit is real. And so when Hollywood, you know, puts these demons into these movies, these people bring them shit into their house.
Yep, because they, like you said, what you say when you put a TV into your home?
You open a doorway.
And that's why he's pushing it out into your house.
Like, because your TV, your phone, your tablet, these are all, they call black mirrors. That's why when your screen is off, it's black. That's a portal. You know, and you're able to bring in whatever entity through wherever you're watching.
Like artwork.
Yeah.
Certain sculptures.
Yep.
That shit is fuck out your portal.
Idols. Symbolism, you know, all that shit, man.
1 Corinthians 1, 2 and 14. But the natural man receiveth not the things of the spirit of the Most High, for they are foolishness unto him.
It's foolishness. Well, like we just were saying, man. That's foolishness to the way you tell a young why in that, man. He's like, they think it's funny, man.
Why ain't want to embrace the demon?
Yeah. They say they on demon time. Yeah. Keep going.
Neither can he know them, because they are spiritually discerned.
They're spiritually discerned, man. They don't have the spirit on them, man. So like in language term, it's spiritually retarded. They don't understand that this is a spiritual warfare that's taking place, man. Everything around you, the symbolism and things like that, that's pushing out enchantments on you, man. That's why people act a certain way when it comes to certain lightings, when it comes to certain cities. People, you go to Vegas, Sin City, a lot of they got that do it, what's it called? Do it thou will spirit.
What stays in Vegas,
Yeah.
what goes away stays in Vegas.
Yeah, even just the mantras, because a mantra is an enchantment. You know, it's like when you listen to a lot of songs, that's how you get enchanted, because the chorus and all that, those are mantras, man.
Yeah, with the 808 beat and stuff like that, man. That's real, man.
Michael Jackson talked about that. He said that when you put out those mantras in the music, it basically hits like a certain level of your subconscious. It's like a deep state of your subconscious, to the point where you're planting it up into the minds of the listener.
Right.
That's why they put, like when they put parental advisory on these albums, they didn't do that for no reason. They was like, no, this is like the same as the equivalent to a nicotine pack where you gotta put the disclaimer warning. Like that shit is real.
But they show you, Esau tell you that. That's why when you watch the movie Inception, that's literally what we're talking about. They're showing you how they implant thoughts into your subconscious.
Right. That's what that time in the world that goes back to. They say you got a worm in your ear, but you can't forget the words. And that specific chorus, it goes back to that. You know.
Because it's hypnosis. You know what I'm saying, bro? This is why this place is known as Babylon the Great, the myth of Babylon, because this place is full of the fucking demonic witchcraft. Man. Get that. You know, this is the mother of all this, man. Hey, Babylon has perfected all the ancient witchcrafts and all the past captivity that Israel was in. Because you mentioned Vegas, that's why you go to Vegas. They got a monument to Egypt, Babylon, the Medo-Persian Empire. You know, all the different obelisks and all that.
It's all out there.
It's all out there.
It's on the buildings.
Yeah, it's the big ass statue.
It's nothing but really with altars.
Yeah.
They give to the gods.
Hollywood, you literally step into an altar. You go to the gate. That art, that's you step into a portal.
Yep.
That's why literally I've been to Hollywood, but the atmosphere over here is weird, bro. Fucking the Star Walk.
Star Walk. That's the what's the stars really called?
Pentagram.
That's what they're on, man. Yeah, red carpet, which means the blood and the sacrifices. That's wicked. They show you right there.
Exactly. That's what Hollywood go back to. Hollywood. It's fucking wine, man.
So, Nahum chapter 3 and verse 3. So Nahum chapter 3 and 1. Go to the bloody city. It is all full of lies and robbery.
Yeah, bloody city. That's America, man. The Lord said, whoa, man, you can't jump over that, too. Whoa, means destruction to the bloody city. Because America's known for bloodshed. You read that in what? Revelation 18 and 20?
The prey departed not.
Pray to part of God.
The noise of the whip and the noise of the rattling of the wheels
What you see right now, all the traffic and shit like that, the cars.
and of the prancing horses and of the jumping chariots. The horsemen lifted up both the bright sword and the glittering spear.
You call the modern day gun.
And there is a multitude of slain and a great number of carcasses. And there is one end of their corpses that is smoking upon their corpses.
And that's to symbolize all the bloodshed that takes place in Babylon the Great, man. Especially to these people on this side, man. All the genocide and all the atrocity that's been done on our people to establish what you see now.
Yeah, they don't talk about all the Drake communities that they done tore down and built over, like these Great Lakes and these cities and all that parks. These were all Drake communities that they destroyed and built over.
They're building highways like even with Miami. That was a Miami Dade. That was J community. What did they do? They built the highway. The main highway in Miami is right through a J community. That's no coincidence, man. But they do that everywhere because you go any J community, you got the factories over there. You got the jailhouses over there, and you got the highway. That's where Jake stayed, man.
Yeah. Don't forget, a couple years ago when they was talking about that pipeline through North Dakota, that was through Gallite territory. Originally, the plan was supposed to go through Edomites, their community, but they weren't going to do that. They're never going to disenfranchise their own people. You know, so they always going to do that to Jake.
Plus, they know the long-term ramifications of doing that. As far as the health, the majority of Jake's health concerns start from the living conditions.
Prime example, what's going on in Memphis with that damn data center, man? They talk about how all these damn, they fuck the water up, the food, people are getting diseased up, you know? That's all because Esau did that on purpose. And then they say it's speculation, but the fucking data centers run off melanin. So they put that in the Jake-based area, so when niggas go missing, nobody's gonna check.
Colin, I was gonna land back and say out here in the Carolinas, they got the data center that they putting up in Statesville.
Yeah.
But Lake Norman actually was like they were gonna have that over in their area because of that access to that water. But Lake Norman, they said hell no.
Lake Norman's filthy already anyway.
Yeah, pollution, what they do, and they do that. I was talking to somebody that live. They do that every week, a couple times. But it makes sense why you think a lot of motherfuckers be having all that bacteria and shit.
Yeah, that's how you know. Like I said, the earth is getting sicker. It's like they got flesh eating amoebas. They say it's going through the tap water. They got brain eating ones. You know, so it's plague. This we talked about earlier, the plague.
Plagues, man. Because even with the the FDA, they're not testing for all the things they used to. That just came out, I think, a couple weeks ago. They only tested like 2 or 3 things now. They used to test for like almost about 10. They only tested for a couple now. So all these bacteria that lead to what? Parasites and stuff like that, flesh-eating amoebas, like the brother said, they're not testing for a lot of that anymore. Because why? Because the federal cuts that they made, man. So, and it's all statistics you've done anyway.
Yeah, they doing that to make the cities that part of themselves. Like Brother Malone was going into that a couple weeks ago. So when they leave it to the states, the big stuff like that, they don't have the money. So that's why, you know, cuts get made in areas that you may not think is significant, but then when you see the adverse effects of why those things are cut, that's why you're going to see the pestilence rise. Right?
Right. You saw that happen briefly out there in Philly when they had that union for the trash. My sister, she lived out in Philly. She said that shit, you walk outside, you just step out, you smell shit everywhere.
That's sick. That's sick.
So imagine long.
Yeah.
Imagine, you talking about trash. Imagine dead bodies.
That's parasite. That's gonna not parasite. That's gonna lead to pestilence. Yeah,
Yep.
diseases.
Nahum 3 and 4. Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot.
Because of the multitudes of the world-favored harlot. Who is that, man? Who is that, Christians? Who's the world-favored harlot according to the Bible?
Because America is founded on witchcraft.
Yep.
DC, the foundation of how it's structured, is made in the shape of an L. All right? Because the fact that DC is its own entity, it's not even really a part of the United States, man. It's owned by the elites, man. You know? So you can't, the rest of the United States can't really say anything about what DC is. You know, but we know that's the major hub for witchcraft. That's why that's one of the, I'm not mistaken, that's one of the unclean powers, right?
Yeah,
Unclean powers, man. You know?
that's the military. DC is the military. Vatican is the religion.
Nahum 3 and 4. Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcraft.
Mistress of witchcraft, man. Mistress go back to master. Master of witchcraft, as the brother always getting to. Esau has mastered all these idols and put them in one, man. And this is what you see. This is why it's called Babylon the Great, man.
Right.
He got it down to a science where it's witchcraft on every street, man.
Bro, you listen to like guys like Jordan Maxwell, and you break it down. Like you say, it's witchcraft immersed in everything.
Yep.
From the shit that you see like Chevron, Dodge,
Yep.
you know, Shell,
Yep.
up until, you know, Toyota, that's Saturn.
Yep. Yep.
Let's say symbolism is everywhere, man. The numerology, Esau had that shit up into things that you do in your everyday life that you don't think about. Like when you speaking, niggas say something, knock on wood. That's an enchantment. You know? Just speaking English in itself is an enchantment. You speak good morning. You know, have a good weekend. You know, whatever. It's just, you're putting witchcraft on yourself, man.
That's how you gotta look at it.
Yeah,
You're embraced on the other side, bro.
Grand rising. No, but it's all the same. You know?
That just show you how Esau, he uses that to push out enchantment and divination on a broad spectrum around the world.
That's why these people are they're gone. Man, the matrix has them.
Gotta take that medicine.
So that's why they brought
know, like-
Allah Shikha wa Shah, the spirit of the Lord, because he unplugged us. We're able to see. We have the glasses like in They Live.
Get Numbers 23 real quick.
Kind of like having heavy stuff. That's the illness. You got
So Numbers chapter 23 and verse 23. Surely there is no enchantment against Jacob,
No, it's
neither is there any
like
divination against
wire
Israel.
mesh.
Yeah, that's what Brother Chris said. That little put us out of the matrix where we can see. We have the eyesight, we have the oil to see amongst in the dark, as an owl does. As you get in Isaiah the 60th chapter, the 2nd verse, gross darkness to earth and gross darkness to people. So we see all the bullshit, man. When we walk around Babylon the Great and we're amongst people, we see the demons on people. We see how the people act, man. And we can see that this is nothing spiritual warfare taking place on our day-to-day, man.
Finishing out, according to this time, it shall be said of Jacob and of Israel, what hath the Most High wrought?
Yeah, man. We see through the power of Yahweh Shem Shah, through the Holy Spirit, through the eyesight of how this is spiritual warfare taking place every day. How this devil, how he's warmed to like every day to get us far, far away from our power.
He has declared silent war on Jacob since the time we came over here. But we're in a time now to where that silent war is becoming overt. Now they're at a point to where they're openly telling you how they're about to come against you. You know? Yeah.
That's on his horn. Yeah.
And it's funny, but what was Trump his first term? 25, right? His shirt, he about to come to Jake, man. That's the spirit.
You want to 12 to add on to that? Last verse. Right? It's about to go down. One of people, man, we didn't take heed, but hey, only the remnants would have had the covering that time. Those that took heed to the warning. See the 33rd chapter. Right? You got that, bro.
Revelation 12 and 17.
Yep.
And the dragon was wroth with the woman.
And the dragon, who's the dragon? Esau Edom, man. This Greco-Roman Empire, man. The system is revived, man. As you read through the scriptures, it's back. Rome is back, man. Yeah, who's the woman? The woman is Israel, man. Keep going.
And went to make war with the remnant of her seed.
And that's what you see it taking place. And this goes all the way back to the garden. He's waging war with the Israelites, man. Ain't nothing changed. The game, the plan stayed the same, man. This is an ancient battle, man. This been going on for generations, man.
It's stuck on black and white.
Yeah.
It's deeper. It's
Way
way
deeper than this, man. This go back on in the book.
Like you had the video come out a couple weeks ago where you had the I think she was Italian. It's like it's something. It's got to be something deeper why black people are persecuted like that. You know, because it the way that these devils have done all this atrocity today, it's got to be something deeper. Well, we're telling you what the deeper reason is, man. It's a battle of birthright, man.
Yeah, it's always been like that. And the elites of the society, they know what it is, man. Just like we pray to be the elites on our society, man, of our kingdom, man, because we know what it is, man. We see that, man.
And we are the elites on this side because we have the light.
Yeah.
The righteous Illuminati versus the wicked Illuminati.
Yeah.
I had watched this.
So that's why Trump going from city to city, man. He's trying to pick a war with Jake.
Yeah.
He want you to come out and start something. That way you get justified gunning you down in every city because when they find they gonna show their footage.
Oh, he just got this new bill when you commit these certain crimes. It ain't state no more. He make it federal. So in them states, just like Chicago, where you can cash out and get right back in the streets. It's done. He just signed that in. So that and he making it federal. So you're gonna be in there.
and he's trying to pass a bill where they want to murder all the murders. So if you're in prison for murder, you get a death penalty. So
his second term, not to cut you off. His second term, what do you want? Guillotines, public execution, hangings, right?
He told you what he was gonna do. Well, we're just wait. He's coming and promising exactly what he said he was gonna do. He told y'all when he was campaigning to get back in office, he said, "Yo, I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna become a dictator." Well, we see him making true.
Right.
That's no business.
The whole project 2025 was passed through under the guise of that big beautiful bill.
And Project Esther. Project Esther, Project 2025, it's all in that big beautiful bill. And it's good for you niggas. And none of that is good for you niggas.
Hey, making America
Some people like.
Hey, making America great didn't include you blacks, Hispanics, and Latinos.
Yeah.
All right? And they're making that known right now.
That's why we say Esau has put on the books how he's declared war. So now he's justified.
It was never about the forwarding of the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American Hispanics. All right? This is the energy they come in with.
And they ain't gotta hide themselves no more. They're outright in your face with it now.
That's it.
They ain't gotta be silent about it. They gonna let you on the fucking pictures. They been hating you, man. That's why they been burning your towns down, and burning your churches, and shooting your men, and hanging you damn kids. We been shooting they fucking.
Hey, we told you this on the first term when he first got it. That's when we made that sign. That's how old that sign is, man. Right? When he first came in, we told you that whole slogan was about that by making American white again.
That was it. That's what MAGA was really about, man. But we know that MAGA is just is an acronym, but showing you that Trump was a witch. He's a high-level witch, performing the enchantments for the elites.
Yeah, he's a fifth level witch, man. They set him up for this, man. All this witchcraft, all this stuff go back to the Druids, man. They've been doing this shit, man. He's set up on the left-hand side to fulfill the lust of these elites, man. Which is the number of the Edomites, man.
So that's all politics are designed for, is to galvanize the minds of the people to pretty much make themselves feel like they have a opinion of what the affairs are. But we don't say that we at least running the show. They saying we would control the money. We didn't want to control here's the care. He makes the laws. He wants to control the money. Control the money, you can buy out. And then they say everybody has a punch, right? And we see that on our subject. It's a lot of sellouts. And that is bad for the devil.
And they're going to be found out very soon.
Because when these prophecies start to just unveil itself, when it's just in their face, they're gonna have to give an account for every idle word that they spoke of. Whether that's speaking against our leadership, whether that's coming out with these false breakdowns, misleading their congregations, they're going to be exposed as the false prophets and false teachers that are written up to be revealed in the last days. The Lord warned of these individuals.
That's why we keep telling you, Jason, you better separate.
Exactly.
Hey, the Lord said that Isaiah 28, that covenant that they made with death is going to be dissolved.
Isaiah 28:15. Read that real quick. It's not
Shit
gonna
is
be.
real.
It's not gonna be. That's not gonna be a refuge when this shit hits the fan, man.
Facts.
Your money, your good that you have, whether it's your gun, your bill paper, whatever it is that you put your trust in and think that you're gonna be fine this time, bro. If you ain't got your how about shit down with shot as your rock, you gonna be through in that day.
Facts.
Isaiah 28, verse 15. Because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death. Isaiah 28:14. Wherefore hear the word of the Lord Yahweh, ye scornful men.
That's what we keep telling you, James, man. Hear the word, hearken to the words of Yahweh Shadal Shah through his men, through the messengers, the prophets, man. Because the Lord is speaking through his men, as of the days of old, man. Keep going.
That rule this people which is in Jerusalem.
Which rule his people, which is in Jerusalem, man. Which is the ones that got that to count yourself high priests and bishops, the ones that are sitting in these position of authority, man. You need to take heed, man. You need to repent. Keep going.
Because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death.
You made a covenant with death. You took that 501c3 tax exempt charter, man. So basically, you made a contract with this goddamn devil, man.
You bound.
Yeah, you bound.
And with hell are we at an agreement.
With hell, you are in agreement. This is why you teach certain doctrines, man. This is why you teaching the hell doctrine. This is why you still talking about Jesus Christ, man. When you know his name, you know the Lord, Father, the Son name is not no damn God and Jesus Christ, man. You're switching up the doctrine every season. You switching up, man. That's why the scriptures say what? Metal not with them that's giving them the change, man. Because every damn season, these niggas is always switching up, man. Keep on.
When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, it shall not come unto us.
Yeah, that's what's coming, man. That's the mindset of the niggas. They think when all hell break loose, when they get bad out here, that they got a cover. Esau even from our favor with the man. No, man. He's a goddamn devil.
Yeah, and a lot of these jakes in Hollywood that got big bags, they found out they just niggas.
Yeah.
Right? Esau showing them, man. Hey, prime example, the whole situation with Shiloh, all right, and Shador, all right? Hey, the NFL execs, them president, owners, they let you know, hey, look, y'all don't run the fucking show. Hey, it ain't no coincidence they cut Terrell Owens' son, Jerry Rice's son. All right, they're supposed to be legends, right? All these sons got cut except, what's his name? The Cliff Indiana, Harrison.
Marvin Harrison.
Yeah, his son, you know, because they drafted him. But the point, man, if you spiritual, we see this, man. Right. All right, them devils making a point because just like the rant, but hey, I was talking to Elder Manata Saba about it. Look, them devils are showing Jake that you're not about to come in here with this nepotism, you know, you running the show type shit. You know, they already tired of LeBron. Yeah. They already tired of Dion. You see how much Dion be talking about Shador, all right? So, hey, them devils, hey, so-called white America, they tired of this shit, man.
See, that's why at the end of the day, you start to see these sports, you know, begin to turn their back on Jake. Because it really started with the NBA when really going back to the decision when LeBron went to Miami, that was really the beginning of these players starting to feel that they had power over these organizations.
Right.
And so as you started to see this, the CBA agreements and stuff happen, they were showing that, look, y'all ain't got that same power. All right, so as we're starting to see the NFL, they make it to where they are not going to the NBA, right? That's why they franchise tags their players and whatnot. And what I was saying with Dion, because you don't see that same thing going on. Like for example, what's Peyton's dad's name? Archie. You know that nigga was able to have his whole family go out, and his son is coach right now, trying to go pro.
And he told them, he said, my son ain't going to San Diego.
That's why they end up getting a brother. But Dion thought, okay, because I'm a legend, I can do that same thing. No, we're not allowing you to build no generational wealth because it's not your risk.
Yeah. And one thing, the Edomites in the NFL, they're gonna take care of the Edomite players. They're gonna say fuck Jake.
Exactly.
Hey, even going back to the whole concussion settlements, man.
Right.
They was trying to fuck over Jake, but they was giving that shit to Esau, right? They tried to say that Jake wasn't fit to get, to get the benefits and shit like that.
But you see that going back to the NBA. Remember the players that got busted for that fraud when they was trying to get that insurance money? Esau never helped. You don't really never hear about Edomites that went in the NBA and they're struggling like that.
Right.
You know?
Brett Favre.
Yeah, Brett Favre. That nigga did just the same thing that you said do.
Right. Taking federal money.
He didn't get in trouble at all, bro.
Yeah, exactly. So the point is that basically the Edomites, they letting Jake know that you ain't running shit up here, man.
Nah.
Right? And you see that, hey, every video, not to rent, but every video you see that when they talking about Shador or Shiloh, and them Edomites in the comment section talking cash shit, man. Shit. Right? They letting you know how to feel about your ass, Jake.
Right.
Right?
Because even with, like I said, this last episode, I think Shador actually made the team, but
He the third string.
Yeah.
And he's shown throughout the whole preseason that he's better than all the niggas in front of him.
The whole offensive line that he was playing with, all of them niggas got cut. So he was playing with niggas that won't even gonna make the team.
Exactly. And then on top of that, you gonna start a 40-year-old nigga Flacco, this nigga old as shit, he's retired. You gonna start him over that nigga, but it's showing you Esau gonna take care of him.
They got to prove a point.
Yeah.
You know? Stepping up.
Okay. This is Sirach chapter 13 and verse 4 in the Good News Translation. A rich person will use you as long as he can profit from it. But when you need him, he will leave you helpless. All right, again, Sirach 13 and 4. A rich person will use you as long as he can profit from it. But when you need him, he will leave you helpless.
And that shit has been shown all throughout the entertainment world, sports world, music industry. When you are no longer used to these devils, man, you get moved right out the way.
James Brown, Whitney, Bill Cosby, Michael, even before them, the ones, the blues players and all them, you gotta think about it. They was idolizing people before them. The soul train and all them. What happened to them? All them songs that these Edomites was having, those was Jake's songs, man.
Elvis stole B.B. King.
Yeah, that was Jake's songs, man.
That was Jake. Still, the fact that whiteface, man. When Paul Mooney said that complexion for protection.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you can see that country music genre sounded like Jake now.
Yeah. It originally was Jake.
Yeah.
That's why when Beyonce dropped that country album, all the Edomites was mad. It's like, this isn't real country music, but this country music go back to Jake.
He created that.
It's like rock and roll. That was Jake's music before Esau got in there and trying to get all screaming on that.
Heavy metal,
Verse 5, he will live with you as long as you have anything and will gladly drain you dry.
American system. Since you been over here, since your ass came off the boat, they've been doing it the whole time. They still been comfortable. That's what man doing. Everything, this whole system is Jake. Even to the slang words, man. Cool and suck. That's Jake, man. Everything you think about is so-called slang. Jake. It's like you see, like for
They biting off for like 3 podcasts. 4 shows before. They say nobody's really watching those shows before. Everybody's watching the MMA show, different former NBA players. They're biting off of them. They show you they always going to use Jake to try to stay relevant.
Yeah, because Jake is, as the scripture say, he's the salt of the earth. Jake is the salt of the earth.
Yeah.
Sirach chapter 13 verse 6, if he needs you, he will trick you with his smiles and cheerful, kindly words.
Ask the Gadites about that. Ask the Native Americans and the northern tribes about that.
Shit, ask you about that too.
Shit, man.
But that's the spirit that Esau is in, and Jacob has been so desensitized to all the atrocities that the devil has taken on that over subtle spirit that they like, no, that ain't all of them. It's all of them. You just got to put them in the right position to see them shine.
Muhammad Ali said that, and I believe they gave it to the boxers. All these boxers, you ain't never seen nobody get that shit like he did. But he said that. They were talking about sending him to war. It was like, I look at all these devils as, as white people are devils. It's like, you're going to put me here with a couple of snakes. It's a couple of them not, poisonous. Shit, they all snakes. They all poisonous in my eyes. So, that's the same mentality you got to do now.
He was the most outspoken.
Yeah.
And as for
I hate that shit.
yeah, it's because it's what it's called what? The 7 levels of racism. If brothers been watching that video, man, you got your various different apostles. I think Apostle Tahar, he clipped some of them too. Elder Malcolm. There's 7 levels of racism. Seven, even down to the legislation, those signing things in, until you're all of the number 7, that's straight in your face. Yep. Terrorists shoot such big spots, man. You have your Ku Klux Klan. There's 7 levels of that shit.
All tied into the system.
Yep.
You got it, man. You got it.
Do you need anything? He will ask. He will feed you until you are embarrassed. Finally, when he has drained you 2 or 3 times over, he will laugh at you.
Yeah, that's Diddy, man. Diddy said, he's at least said Diddy up to be nasty like that shit. Diddy didn't just go around do all this trafficking and all this freak offs and shit. He was trained, man. He was groomed to do that, man. Yeah, they groomed him to do that shit, man. And he ain't nothing but, he's just a small fish in a big ass damn ocean, man. Tunnels and all that shit, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, he get thrown out the way. Penn State, Jared Subway, all these nasty Edomites is Cosby and fucking Dick.
Hey, I saw something online, and I never knew this, but they said the reason why they cut How to Catch a Predator is because there's law enforcement, Edomite law enforcement kept getting caught up. So they had to cut the program.
There's a bunch of people.
See?
Not surprised.
So we ain't surprised. All this shit with the pedophilia and the trafficking going on, fucking Edomites.
We know all the Edomites is involved in that pedo shit in some way. You ain't got to track them. We know you got that shit in your heart.
You got the damn chief of police got there grabbing little girl. They have to stop.
Hey, Flapper Biden, the little girl, you go there, licking on her. Yeah.
Weirdo shit.
He says, finally, when he has drained you 2 or 3 times over, he will laugh at you. If you see him later, he will pretend he doesn't know you and will pass you by.
He put you on the media, he blast you out, put you all in the newspaper, and that's free. He wants to humble you. He does that, man, and that's why he sets up that media, and even at the blast you, and put all your business out there, man. That's why he has to have something on.
Yeah, it's like we did. They said the reason why they went after Diddy was that he was trying to purchase something CNN, something.
And also,
He wanted more money.
yeah, he wanted more money.
That was Billy.
Yeah, it's Billy. And what was it, overseas or something like that?
He got blackballed by that company.
He was suing him.
He did not think that thing.
But that's like Kobe. How did they Kobe? Kobe was doing a war with the pharmaceutical industry over that his trademark Black Mamba name, their author name. And as much as they love Kobe, as much merchandise and money they made, they did go against the brand, but they couldn't like that.
Once a nigga get beside himself, he's starting to show.
So what they're saying they have an Edomite blood, man. Nobody's better than Kobe.
That's not. I read about that out last night. And now it's like, I was saying that you shouldn't.
I'm trying to remember.
Right.
Yeah, that's like
You
law
take that
number 1.
shit. Yeah, you still take that shit to heart.
Yeah, that's why the best way Jake can play the game, man, is to play stupid.
Right.
Use wisdom.
Yeah, you got examples in the scriptures.
King David.
King David, Daniel, Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego.
Hey, that's how you survive in the system. You gotta supplant your way through the system.
Make Esau feel like he's smart.
What do we say all the time? We go to work, what do we do? Dumb ourselves. We have to dumb ourselves. Yeah. We have to play. Oh, I didn't know that. But in your mind, like, yeah, I'm fucking
How did you get that?
yeah. Very intelligent.
It's Psalm 73, and starting at verse 3. For I was envious at the foolish, and I saw the prosperity of the wicked. For there are no bands in their death, but their strength is firm.
Yeah, The strength of the wicked is firm right now. He's in power. This is his heaven. All right?
It's a problem.
Exactly.
And he's doing very good. And he's knocking back a few jokes.
Yeah, right now.
They are not in trouble as other men.
That's the point. They're not in trouble. These Edomites not in trouble as other men. All these scandals, all these corrupt exposures that's going out, and where's the justice behind it? Man? Right? Where's these niggas facing prison time and the death penalty and shit like that? None of that's going on.
Do those Catholic priests ever go to jail?
No,
They're just moving. Just like
Yeah.
when them Amalecites get caught up with the pedophilia, they send them right back to Israel, man.
For a little bit, they come back.
You know, they have refuge over there. Man.
But Issachar is he's grabbing up people who've been nasty. He's the worst thing going. Niggas are the worst thing going. Scumbags.
But they learned it from you. Like I said, who funds the cartel? They're funded by the damn devil, man.
Yeah, I did a lesson this week. Fort Bragg is very deep involved with the cartel, man. But it makes sense because when you watch the movie Sicario 1 and 2, it makes sense, man. I'm
Them
like,
niggas was locked in.
It's not a coincidence that the president of Mexico is a damn Amalekite. And then I think it was El Chapo or one of them drug lords. His wife was Amalekite. That got exposed. So all that shit is plugged in, man. You know, all these drug lords and cartels, all that shit being funded by Esau, man. All that shit, man.
When you watch the movies, they be sitting there talking to top politicians. Frank Lucas, they be talking to top politicians. They be making meetings and talk with them. We're gonna do it this way, that way. And then what happens? The drug lord get above himself. He get like you're gonna say, a body program, and they got in their black ballers. They do something.
Like that movie, the white boy that got they when we set him up to sell drug shit.
White boy Rick.
Yeah.
White boy Rick. Yep. That's a good book.
Psalm 73:5. They are not in trouble as other men.
See that? So the Edomite is not in trouble as other men. Clearly, you can see that. All right?
Break his own laws, bro.
Come on, man. He makes the rules and he breaks the rules.
It's called penal codes.
That's it.
That's why they have a diplomatic community. Man.
Yeah,
There you go. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, and that's and did not be politicians just say that they want more money and they want immunity. What the hell you been doing?
Because, like, for example, all them goddamn small hats they caught up pursuers.
Yeah.
Nobody, like, the police was literally, they arrested them and let them go. They couldn't
That was fighting the police.
They was fighting. They ain't do nothing about it, man. They carrying a bloody mattress, and they just like, oh, what's going on? Hey, pushing and fighting.
No, when they were showing what they found, they had to cut the footage, man.
Yeah. It was nasty shit down there.
Psalm 7:5. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men.
Neither are they plagued like other men. Esau technically is not under the curses. You know? So this is why he gets away with the shit he get away with, man.
He has that head pain on him.
That's it.
He's not to be touched right now for a period of time.
And it's crazy because everybody wants to slay his ass.
Everybody.
You know? Go to Zechariah 11:5.
Everybody's tired of him.
That's it, man.
Everybody has white fatigue.
Edomite fatigue.
Yeah.
That's it.
Earth has Edomite fatigue.
Everybody's tired of you, man. You gotta go.
Job, he said, well, he should be chased out of the world. That's what's happening now. That's why we have to break the World War III. Right?
All these nations see they got to show everything.
That's it.
Zechariah chapter 11 and verse 5. Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not
Yeah,
guilty.
the possessors are the Edomites, the wicked. Whose possessors slay them? Them is the Israelites. All right, these Edomites slay you, and they hold themselves not guilty. All right, they're the ones that make the rules. They're the ones that control the laws. All right, you're under Esau's penal codes, man. His so-called justice system, which is all wicked. Then he'll bring your ass in there and make you swear on the Bible. Hypocrisy, man.
Throw it out. Throw the Bible out.
Right? Go ahead, bro.
Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty.
Yep.
And they that sell them say, Blessed be the Lord, for I am rich.
Yeah, this devil made a killing off the blood, sweat, and tears of our people, man. Slavery, all right, Wall Street, these banks, all right, these top companies.
They make mockery of it.
Yeah.
Like we had that bitch from that show, The Biggest Loser, go on, talk about some, why is there only one race that's being blamed for slavery? Like, the fact that the bitch even had the nerve to say that shit. Who was the one that was doing the majority of the fucking slave trade?
And then to add more context to that, priest, This wasn't slavery and righteousness.
Right.
This was chattel slavery.
Right.
You treated niggas outside of the context of how you properly treat slaves.
You treated us worse than animals.
Exactly.
You get mad. Like you gotta watch that shit if y'all haven't seen it, bro. It's fucking funny, bro. They say it's not right for white people to be the only ones blamed for slavery.
And that's why you got something called critical race theory. This is why you had Donald Trump go to the Smithsonian to get rid of all the remnants of what happened to us during slavery.
And we talked about that his first term. Remember we were saying how he took down all the statues and the slaves, because they're slowly trying to remove that from history to where they have no ties to them to make themselves like they wrong.
And the slavery of tribes a major wound on America's history. There's no getting around this.
That's right.
You can't try to, dismiss it, clean the history up. It is what it is. Right? Finish that out. I'm gonna pass it to you.
Zechariah 11 and verse 5. Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty.
See that?
And they that sell them say, blessed be the Lord, for I am rich.
Yeah, how did Esau get rich? Through our people, through slavery, man.
Hey, 500-year head start, right?
Come on, man. Disenfranchisement, right? All of that, man. Redlining, taxes, all right? Come on, man. Go ahead. Jim Crow, go ahead.
And their own shepherds pity them not.
Yeah, your own shepherds, the people that's supposed to be for your plight, for your cause, are sellouts, man. The niggas that you see fighting for your cause, for the so-called black and brown people, are the fucking black bootleg niggas, man.
Going all the way back to slavery. Samson ass niggas.
Yep. Yeah, the house niggas, all them niggas, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Jackson, Al Sharpton, all right, all the niggas you see on that false prophet sign.
All the people
right?
that your so-called leaders that you love to talk about, like I sent my cousin the FBI document going into all that nasty shit that Martin Luther King was doing. He couldn't believe that shit. He was like, nah, they was lying on him. I was like, bro, he was doing that shit. But he looked at the black bootleg, he was like, oh yeah.
Got them Lulu's, Farrakhan, Oprah, TD Fakes.
Also got, she had that ankle brace on a few years ago. But she got caught up in child trafficking.
Exactly. Yeah. All these niggas that set up Jake are all nasty. All right, they all sellouts, man. That's why Scripture said your own shepherds. You not, they don't give a fuck about you. All right, they're paid to keep you trusted in the system.
Right.
You know?
That's what they indoctrinate you into when you join those fraternities, the sororities, like those little like orders, those masonries, all of those rites, all of that shit is all to just forward that enchantment on Jake.
Yo, I was watching a video of this former Delta exposing how they do it during the process. And she was talking about how they make them I don't know for all of them, I know for the Delta shit, and they make them like literally kneel to a shrine and pledge themselves to you said Minerva.
That's for everybody.
Yeah, okay.
That's what they put you through that ritual process where pretty much you're subjecting yourself not under the Lord, but they're putting you under the control of an idol.
Yeah,
because that's the end process.
Yeah, and it's crazy because she was like, they beat them down to the point to where they were telling them this shit to the very end. So Jake is so destroyed after going through that pledging process.
You like, fuck it.
They just like, fuck, I don't even care. I'm a be a whatever, Delta, Cap or whatever.
But that's that whole idea of what they're doing with that intake process is that, like, when people walk out and they say they have a line name, that whole process of you going through that intake, you're pretty much being reborn under that God.
That's what they come out.
That's why they come out. You will no longer refer to me as, but my name is. You be like, nigga, your name is James. And that's their whole spirit change.
Yeah, they come out with their head up like, if I didn't do all this, you gonna respect what I did got.
But it's they that whole intake process, they're putting spirits on it. Because when you look particularly into the alphas, because the alphas tied to like the first collegiate fraternity, but that ties back to the Boule. When you go into that, how they origins from the Masons, when you, the book that they give you, when you go through that intake and you come over to the other side, the founders say that their souls were captured. Like they pretty much had you under a spell almost. Because that's pretty much what that whole intake process, when you join the fraternities, the sororities, the rites, the orders, all of the Masons, all of that shit.
Hey, it makes sense too, because back in college, I remember all the people that crossed, whether it was sorority or fraternity, fraternity, they was brand new niggas.
Yeah, they was brand new.
You couldn't even lock to them niggas no more. They thought they was better than everybody.
They have spirits on them now.
That's crazy.
Like I said, once you bow to that God, and like I said, you ain't been broken, and they so-called build you back up. And you said, you're a new person now.
And I forgot what movie that is. They were showing the Skull and Bones members do. They was fighting. They was fighting. They got dude come, but they was fighting shit. And the one dude pissed in there, and he got mad. He had to go pull him out. Was like, "Don't make. It's not about you. It's about the brother."
Yeah, that whole process of defilement.
Yeah.
When you have to go into these orders to achieve a certain stature, you're going deeper into defilement. There's stages that you go through that pretty much opens your body as a vessel, spirits, to be used as a vessel. That goes for all of us. So when it goes into these leaders that are tied to the Boule, these sororities, Old Eastern Star, Masons, all of those levels of rights and orders, they all went through a period of defilement that allowed these spirits to take into their body.
And remember that video that came out with the TikTok guy was like he got invited to one of the mansion parties, and every room was a different color. And it was like it was just debauchery shit got worse and worse until they got to that last room. But he said he didn't go in. He said he felt like that shit was wrong spiritually. His friend did it. He said when he got at the party, and so he said he tried to contact his friend. He wouldn't fuck with him no more.
That's why they disassociate you whenever you go through that process and they say you are underground, or really you're just in your pledging period, like you're pledging allegiance to a God. That's why they're pretty much disenchanting you from any association that you have from the outside world.
That's your sacrifice.
Exactly.
I got something real quick. Proverbs 15 and 8. Proverbs chapter 15 verse 8, it says, "The sacrifice of the wicked is an abomination to the Lord. Prayer of the upright is his delight," right? So we're just speaking about that, man. A lot of that shit that Jake is tied up into, it's all wicked, man. It's a wicked sacrifice, and it's an abomination to the Most High.
You gotta drink blood, drink piss, and shit like that. Nas, that one verse that he got took off. He said he had to drink his own semen and piss. They had to sacrifice a child or something like that.
That shit real, bro.
Them niggas have to do that shit, man.
That shit real.
Esau wants to see if I'm gonna give you this, you have to do what I tell you to do. You have to define yourself so you can get under the blessing, man. Like the Most High on the righteous side, you have to sacrifice yourself for the blessings. Righteously, Esau does that with Satan. Satan does that on the left hand side.
Yep. And it's powerful too, cause like just land backing on that point. That's how you know that this is spiritual Egypt, spiritual Sodom. Yes. This is the beast revived, because all of these practices, they all use the paddle. Like that pledging process involves that paddle where they swing that paddle on you. That goes back to Rome. That was the diocese of discipline.
Everything in the society is tied back to the Edomites.
Yeah, the slab. They'll slab you. They'll have your ass bend over, and they'll swing on you with a wooden paddle. And that's an act. That was the Greek way of discipline.
That's why they did it in school, man. Like back in the day,
he was coming up.
They had that paddle on there.
Yep. Where the principal officer tapped it up, they had that paddle. I remember that. Got it. Y'all know about this shit.
Nah, CMS ain't had that. I wish they had that. I'd have sued.
But everybody already knew that, man.
My name.
White boy in class and fucking with you.
Walk back to class like this. I'm sick, don't work.
Sirach 10:9. Why is earth and ashes proud?
Yep.
There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man.
Not more of a wicked thing than a covetous man. Right? It's not satisfied. They gotta have it all. Right?
That's the way Scripture tell you in eye is never satisfied. Because the flesh is constantly consuming. You can never fill it.
You want what everybody else got. Oh, he got a new car. I gotta get more. He got
You just want anything in your flesh to fulfill that lust that you have. Whether it's money, material things, mood. You gotta have the Lord teaches us how to be satiated, right? Temperate. Yeah.
Sirach 10:9. Why is earth and ashes proud? there is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man. For such an one sells his own soul to sell.
For such a one selling his own soul to sell. Right? Niggas to sell out quick to get the cares of the world. That's right.
Because while he liveth, he casteth away his bowels.
Yeah, while he liveth, he cast away his bowels, which is your morals, your integrity, man. Right? And that's what these people have to do to reach that level of fame and money that they desire to have. Right? And a lot of these celebrities have done some straight up dirtbag shit to get where they at, man.
That's why I believe like that shit happened with Alex. That was a ritual.
It's the reason why niggas be all coked up, right? Out of their mind, tatted all over their body, wearing shades all the time.
They can't face it.
They can't, yeah, man. There's too many demons on them, man.
They're also trying to hide this shit.
Oh, yeah.
Tattoo, that's a problem.
So Proverbs 23 and verse 1. When thou sittest to eat with the ruler, consider diligently what is before thee, and put a knife to thy throat, thou be a man given to appetite. Notice that appetite being sensation, right? These things are being laid before these, and instead of using them, right, as in cutting your throat, taking the going back, because it's going to kill you anyway. Right? So all these things are going to require more and more sacrifice. Right? So if you can't control that appetite, then you're going to fall victim to all the snares that they set.
Yeah, because I'm saying Esau has all these things set before you, but you have to have the wherewithal to know where these things are going to lead you. You understand, that what fame really comes with, you want to want this shit. A lot of people, they're just blinded by what they see up front. They don't. That's why you never hear these celebrities talk about what they've done behind closed doors. They just can't sit down. They don't have their family don't look at it the same way. That's why you hear brothers say, if you know somebody that's famous, man, it's associate yourself with, but they can easily be a sacrifice.
This book of Jeremiah, chapter 2, verse 33. Why trimmest thou thy way to seek love?
Hey, back in what the brothers is going into, man. That's the mindset of a lot of these chicks, man. They trim their ways, man. They want to be liked by the birds of this life. They want people to otherize them. Oh, look at him. He's known for jumping, playing basketball. He's known for it. They want to be recognized, man. They want to be recognized by Esau even more than anything. They try to fill it with all types of quality. Yep.
Right. But that's powerful because, like Jake will have everything in the world, and they'll still be suicidal. They'll still be depressed, on antidepressants, on all type of drugs, like Jaquan was saying, because they're using these as coping mechanisms because they didn't come up the right way to obtain that notable name. It's a shame. It's a shameful name that they've gained, and they know that it was done behind closed doors. And at any time, Esau could use that as leverage, which is what you see happen with Ghislaine Maxwell. Right, Jeffrey Epstein, right, having leverage on these people that went to these little Diddy parties and whatnot, a little sex trafficking, right? It's a shameful spewing on the legacy of Esau and all of those that are under his belt. Because if you reached a level in this hegemony, you had to do something nasty.
Yes, you can't get to that level without doing something. Esau is going to have something on it. Yes. Because there's different ways. Like you heard Noriega say, it was different doors. You got the bow route, you got the sacrifice route, you got the gender, but it's different ways that you do it. So they'll let you, get in the door, and then if you want to continue on,
you gotta be.
Like Kanye, he told you.
I was over.
Video of me. Notice something.
Yeah, he said that shit.
I was gonna land back. There's this show called Succession on HBO. I showed you the video clip. But basically, it's this family, this Edomite family that has like a conglomerate media outlet, and the father is reaching an age to pretty much transition to kids. So they're fighting for the right to obtain a company. One of the kids came up to him and was like, "You think I could deserve it?" He was like, "You're not no killer." He was like. His wife told him about this story of the Incas, where they had to pretty much make a sacrifice. They would give a sacrifice to the child to see the sunrise again. And he said, when she told me that, she asked, what would you do to sacrifice to see the sunrise every single day? That's the mindset of these Edomites. They put up these sacrifices to try and attain that level of superiority in the earth every single day.
Because you got to think about it. we're talking about Jake. Esau goes for the same thing too.
Yeah.
They do the same thing too, but it's natural for them. It's not natural for Jake to do it. Yeah.
So 1 Timothy chapter 6 and verse 9. But they which will be rich fall into temptation and snare.
They which be rich fall into a temptation and a snare, a trap. All right, and everything is a trap in order for you to make it in this world. All right, as we talked about that you have to sacrifice, the vile shit that you have to do to make it. Go ahead.
But they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare,
right,
and into many foolish and hurtful lusts.
Into me, foolish and hurtful lusts. All right, a lot of wild shit these guys have done. These celebrities, entertainers, or whatever that's been on top. All right, they've done a lot of things behind closed doors to get where they at, man. All right, go ahead. And hey, the angels of the Lord see everything, man. That's it. And the scriptures say that the eyes of the Lord behold the evil and the good. Right? Yeah, man, all things, man. Go ahead.
And into foolish and hurtful lusts, which drown men
in perdition. Look what happened to all the Jake celebrities, man. Like we talked about Prince, Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, Brown. You talking about legends. All right, look what happened to him. Look what's happening with guys now. Will Smith, right? How he all cooked out. You know, Will Smith went out sad, man. Who else? Lil Boosie, dumbass.
Yeah, the Lord got you.
That's what he get. Talking shit against the Lord. The Lord caught up with you stupid ass. 15 years in prison now, right?
Gonna be a badass.
Yeah, gonna be a badass in prison. Right, Lil Boosie. Right? Look, hey, but look what, hey, the Lord is getting that Jake. Shannon Sharp. Come on, man. He had a call like what, 50 million or something like
The
that?
majority of the profits he made from his podcast, he didn't get for that.
That's crazy.
And lost his job.
And lost his
And
job.
got fired, yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
That's LeBron. That's why LeBron, they trying to push him out the league. And they say he's trying to hold on because they know once he retires, he like to give up one of them sons, man. Or a little girl.
Or his mama.
Crazy.
Somebody, bro.
Shit, it might be the daughter.
Right?
Only one of them.
Hey, these Jake celebrities is catching hell left and right, bro.
Right.
Right? It's a new name. The nigga that just got divorced by his wife. Fast nigga.
Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill.
Oh, Lord.
He was married for 15 months.
Bro, and that's what I was saying. Niggas just sitting there waiting on Travis Hunter, bro.
I'm like,
We waiting on him, bro.
Let me read
Next,
it.
bro.
that shit is nasty work.
She's checking boxes off of that.
Let me read on this nigga. On that nigga Tyreek Hill. After divorcing NFL star Tyreek Hill, Keita Vaccaro will get a $500,000 one-time payment, $20,000 to $50,000 a month in spending money, $100,000 for a new car, $450,000 for legal fees, and exclusive use of their $5.5 million Miami mansion.
This system is fucking raping Jake.
And this is why at the end of the day, it shows you it's not advantageous. It's a trap. It's a trap.
He got 42.
Right. These women setting niggas up left and right, bro.
The way he is, bro, he ain't gonna make this.
That's crazy. He gonna go.
He did it to himself too.
Nah, he naturally.
Come on, man. What was reading anymore?
1 Timothy 6 and 10. For the love of money is the root of all evil.
Yeah, the love of money. Money's not wicked. The love of money. When your spirit is always about getting the bag. All right.
That becomes your life.
Right. Get rich and die trying. Right. Your life revolves around money. That's it. You know.
The money ain't changed. So that's what I'm going to remind you.
For the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sins.
Yeah, you covered out that bag, you sold out, I'm willing to do whatever I need to do. Whatever it takes, right? Now you done sold your soul, you done forfeited your salvation, and now you're going to be destroyed.
That long time ago, that rapper that talked about yeah, so Birdman did.
Yeah, I remember that shit.
Proud about it too, bro. I'm like, hey, I got the bag. But that nigga, what happened to him? You know, like,
But they actually he's showing you now with that movie Him. You want to be a football player. They with Marlon Wayans, they literally showing you, are you he in his face? Are you ready to make sacrifices?
What are you willing to sacrifice?
But they can cover it just like with sinners. They do the same thing with showing with sinners, bro.
Right.
But that's what the Lord is really showing. Like this devil, you niggas are letting this devil get that entryway because of your reluctance to serve him. You niggas are moving around simple.
Your willingness to try to escape the curses, because these people don't understand the reason why we're under the curses.
Right.
So if you get that understanding, then you understand. All right, the Lord has been ridiculous. You learn how to work around. And like you say in Matthew 6, you seek the kingdom of heaven, all these things you can add to it. The Lord will give you all that you need. He ain't gonna give it. Jake is covetous because you have taken on the spirit of this world. Esau made this like this. Like I was reading that book, International, and in that book it was talking about how before they really got into the society of America, this was a family first type of spirit that was here. Then they started getting into like the corporations and all that. Then I gotta get that from me spirit started to come out. But that's how they naturally are. And now that spirit has overtook the whole world to where nobody cares about their fellow man.
Yeah, everybody's thinking like an Edomite.
Yeah.
But it makes sense because what? He's in rulership.
Yeah.
How's it go? So is the king, so is the people.
As the king,
so is the people. So the society itself is in a ruthless, self type of, me worshiping type of spirit.
2 Timothy, the 3rd chapter. When it goes into all those characteristics of how the people are going to be in the last days, that's the spirit of Esau.
That's it, all day.
That show you he in power.
That's it. He has the influence over everybody, right?
Proverbs 12 and 26. The righteous is more excellent than his neighbor.
Yeah, it's like some chosen people. All right? So we're better than everybody when it comes to everything. Go ahead.
But the way of the wicked seduces
See,
them.
and that's the point what brothers are saying out here. The way of the wicked seduced our people, man, to the point where, look, niggas would die to be like Esau, man. Whatever it takes, man.
Just to be amongst them.
Just to fit in.
Yeah, just to be on the golf course with them.
Lose the skin, blonde their hair out.
Disown their family.
Yeah, say on people out, whatever. Just to get a taste of the so-called white man's crumbs.
Yeah.
You know?
I ask you real quick. Psalms chapter 107 and verse 34. Speaking of the story of Israel's rebellions, especially going from the wilderness and going through the land of Canaan. They did not destroy the nations concerning whom Yahweh commanded them, but were mingling themselves among the heathen and learned their works.
Yep.
And they served their idols, which were a snare unto them.
Same thing that happened here, man. Hey, thinking about Genesis 49, how Judah couched down as a lion. He assimilated, got jobs, lost the fight, forgot that they had a common enemy. Wanted to be like the devil.
Yep.
Look how that fared out for Jake, man.
That's what ended up being what? I seen servants upon the horses, priests upon the ground.
That's why in Shalom, the brother was reading the chapter. There's a little bit up in that chapter we were reading, it talks about setting him not by him. Eventually he's going to overtake him.
There you go.
That's what happened.
Hey, even on a corporate level, man. Now you got Jake in the corporate starting to see, like, look, it's really a glass ceiling.
Glass ceiling, bro.
You see what I'm saying? And now you got Jake actually seeing, like, oh shit, the whole game is rigged.
Right.
You
was just there for DEI stipulations.
That's it.
One nigga in this department.
Right,
One
right,
nigga,
right.
maybe 2, 3 niggas in this department for that money.
Yeah, we were there affirmative action in France.
Yo, I had a Edomite tell me when I came out of the league, he said that he had recruited me on the LinkedIn thing, right? He said, look, man, I gotta fulfill the requirements of the DEI basically, right? He told me.
Wow.
He was like, so you be the perfect candidate for the job. I was like, man,
I respect it. One thing I respect is an honest Edomite. I like my Edomite.
They caught me off guard when he said it though. He's like, look, we gotta have some colored people in there, you know what I'm saying? So hey, you fit the criteria.
The initial flare up.
I like my Edomites so far.
That's it.
I don't like
red and honest.
Yeah, red and I don't like the suit and tie Edomites.
He took me out to lunch, got me some lunch and shit. Try to recruit me and shit. I was like, shit, this alright.
Yeah, that's the guy you want.
That's it.
That's why
That's
y'all
it,
gotta
man.
watch the Civil War.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
gonna walk away.
Go ahead, brother.
Psalms chapter 107 and 37. Yeah, they sacrificed their sons and their daughters unto devils,
Facts.
and shed innocent blood, even the blood of their sons and of their daughters, whom they sacrificed unto the idols of Canaan.
That, like brother said, that's what Jake's doing right now, man. They willing to sacrifice anything just to take a little piece of the crumb off these
Facts.
sausages.
Just a taste.
Just let me get a taste. That's what they do, man.
Yep.
Anything, man.
And Esau figured out how to do that with Jake. Like you watch that video on how to sell to a Negro.
Yeah.
They painted up perfect, so Jake can't resist.
And you know what's so heavy about that? The dude that came out with that how to sell to a Negro, he actually came out with Ebony magazine.
Oh,
The irony.
Yes.
That's
Crazy.
crazy.
Right, and it's the same for Jet magazine too.
Yeah. Hey, fucking BET.
BT.
Owned by Esau.
Fuck family name.
Jet magazine.
Because
I just couldn't wait to get
Beauty
it
of the
done.
week, right?
hey,
Yeah.
hey, remember we started stack up. I was going to room with this
You
shit.
go straight
Yeah,
to the back.
yeah. They had it back in the day.
Yeah.
Verse 38 in the latter, it says, and the land was polluted with blood. Thus were they defiled with their own works, and went home with their own inventions.
Yeah, we born with the own inventions, man. Cleveland was one of the ways that Esau evil, man. Just to thrive, man. That's why they cast away their vows, just to get a little piece of the prize.
Verse 40, therefore was the wrath of Yahweh kindled against his people, insomuch that he had poured his own inheritance.
Yeah, because when Jake begun to take on the ways of the heathen nations, that further separated us from our power. Man.
Yeah.
That ain't white
Scriptures speak on that.
Recognize you. That's like when you dealing with a woman and she just start moving like how outside of you meet her at first, like,
Right.
oh man, you know, Shorty JC, she cool. About a year in, who this bitch?
Yeah.
Basketball.
You don't know it no more.
Exactly.
Like, this is the woman that I first met,
Right.
you know?
That's funny, but she'll say that.
Yeah. All the
Gas.
manipulation tactics.
And that's what Israel will be trying to do with the Lord. Like, where have we offended thee?
Right.
Nigga, where haven't you?
Yeah. Go ahead.
It's Isaiah 59 and verse 2. It says, but your iniquities have separated between you and your power.
Backing up the brother, I just said, man. That's when you start getting further away from your power and your iniquities, man. You trying to join yourself to these damn people, man. Taking upon their idols, man.
Forsaking the way of the Lord and try to live like the
Exactly. And Jake be wondering why the fuck his life is spiraling down the drain.
Why me?
Because you disconnected from your power, man.
Yeah.
You know? Shit keep happening, man.
I got you. I'm here. I got the
Right,
job.
right.
I'm gonna spending money on now. She's
Yeah.
forcing me. I
did this, I did that. You know?
Now you want to be. You trying to be an Edomite.
Yeah, you don't have to understand it, man.
You're going up another way.
Finishing out, it says, and your sins have hid his face from you,
Yeah, your sins have hit his face from his Lord to his
that he will not hear.
That he will not hear. That's why Jake catching pure hell, man. Every day it gets worse and worse in the so-called black and brown community. And the reason is spiritual, man. Right? But the majority of our people are carnal, so when we break these things down via the spirit, they can't receive it.
Yeah.
Right?
The whole point of even why the Lord is doing this to us is to see what you're gonna do.
Yeah, are you gonna come back?
You don't really have integrity. Are you gonna acknowledge? The one thing Jake don't do, they don't acknowledge their offense.
No accountability.
No accountability when it comes to giving out to those things.
Like I say, this is Deuteronomy 8:1. All the commandments which I command thee this day shall ye do, shall ye observe to do, that ye may live and multiply and go in and possess the land which the Lord swore to your fathers. And thou shalt remember all the way which the Lord thy power led thee these 40 years in the wilderness, to humble thee and to prove thee that to know what was in thy heart, whether thou keepest the commandments or not. The Lord is constantly doing this. But what Jacob showed the Lord is that they're gonna serve these idols no matter what.
Yeah.
And we went into earlier in Isaiah, the Lord is showing you, I'm whooping your ass until you stop. They just getting worse and worse and worse. So he's showing 2/3 are unredeemable now. You gotta get rid of them.
They work.
Hey, can somebody get just to add on? Get Jeremiah 2 and 25.
I got it.
Jeremiah 2 and 24, right? Read down to 28. Read it in the NLT. Right? Jeremiah 2 and 24 down to 28 in the NLT. To 29, Shalaki. Whoever got it.
One thing
Yep.
Deuteronomy 8 and 2 in NLT. Remember the Lord your power. Remember how the Lord your power led you to the wilderness for these 40 years, humbling you and testing you to prove your character and to find out whether or not you will obey his commands. And you're doing it. And Jacob fell on the test every day.
Nope. Who got that?
The verse you say is
24 and read down to 29 in the NLT.
God, this is Jeremiah chapter 2 and verse 24. It says, you are like a wild donkey, sniffing the wind at mating time. Who can restrain her lust? Those who desire her don't need to search.
Yeah, Jake is a whore. It ain't hard. It ain't hard to get Jake, you know, to sell out, you know.
Because it compared it to a donkey, because animals don't have restraint. When the motherfuckers get horny, they just go right in, bro.
That's it. Even with the appetite.
Yeah.
And a dog will eat until he throw up, and then eat the throw up.
They start thinking that shit.
See what I'm saying? That you in a beast mindset, you know. You know, but that's like our people, man. The spirit. Go ahead, brother.
Jeremiah 2 and 24 in the latter, who can restrain her lust?
Who can restrain Jake lust? Right? Go ahead.
Those who desire her don't need to search, for she goes running to them.
See? Jake is open game. Jake is a straight up whore. Right?
Jake the main one heavy indulging into that.
Come on, man.
And weirdo shit.
And the Lord said, you niggas is easy.
Yeah, easy.
Like the whole slave.
That's it. Easy, man. $40.
Not even that.
Yeah. $20 is some cheap nuggets, man. Right? You get you a baddie. Right? Go ahead.
When will you stop running? When will you stop the panting after other guys?
So like you read that again. So like he said you gotta have a honey mustard. Gotta have something to dip, the ranch. Got them blue cheese and chicken wing. That's it. We don't do dates. God damn.
Jeremiah 2 and 25, NLT. When will you stop running? When will you stop panting after other guys?
Yeah, when you just gonna stop running and start panting after other guys. What have they done for you?
Yeah, say that with levitation. You know, that love is not exertion.
But you say, save your breath. I am in love with these foreign gods.
Yeah, save your breath. You can't tell me nothing. These are the guys that I choose to serve. Right? Go ahead.
That's like a woman that's in an abusive relationship. They
Right.
beat her ass.
Right.
But I love them though.
Yeah. You can't see my life without
I
them.
don't leave, but I love them.
You got 5 more beat downs before you die.
Finishing out Jeremiah 2 and 25 in the latter, and I can't stop loving them now. Israel is like a thief who feels shame only when he gets caught.
Exactly. If Jake ain't getting caught, they ain't got no shame. You know?
That's just a bitch
That's
busting
it.
pearls. What did I do?
Exactly.
What did I do?
You see on all social media, women get caught up cheating.
Right.
They all sorrowful and shit, but before they got caught.
Babe, please talk to me, please.
And try to reverse it like it's your fault you cheat.
You made me do this.
That's crazy.
You never had time for me.
Right.
Wait. You sorry, what was the scripture you quoted earlier?
Where hast thou loved us?
Right. That's what Israel said to the Lord. Like, woman, where have you loved me? You never made time for me. You manage the whole universe.
Jeremiah 2 and 26 in the latter, they, their kings, officials, priests, and prophets are all alike in this.
Yeah, the priest, the prophet, all of Jake's leadership are all like that.
That's when it's easy to come.
That's it. You can buy them out.
Yeah, you can entice them with various promises. You're going to set you up right here. You're a good generation.
They'll take a leader of Jake community, buy him out, and be like, look, this is the message that you got to push.
Right.
You know? Go ahead, Al.
Verse 27, to an image carved from a piece of wood, they say, you are my father. To an idol chiseled from a block of stone, they say, you are my mother.
That's crazy.
Everything. Like the video I sent you this week. Niggas in Atlanta threatened to open up a portal talking about Atlantis is Atlantis. got that stupid. These conscious niggas that done a number on Jake, bro. Them niggas will literally say anything and Jake will go to, bro.
Did y'all see them niggas went to Stone Mountain?
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I didn't know they was in Stone Mountain doing that. Yeah. Who's that?
Black women is God. And
All that bullshit.
Jay trying to get the fuck out of
That
here.
city, I believe that city was dedicated to that specific idol.
that's crazy.
But Jeremiah 2 and
Hey,
27.
them niggas back in the wilderness, man.
Same thing.
You know,
They're like, you brought out
that's
last
the
week.
that's the golden calf niggas.
You brought it on Wednesday. Moses not missing. Aaron, make this golden calf. Hurry up. Moses ain't coming back. Damn, we're only going 10 minutes.
And you saw the miracles. You
Bro,
saw.
They did that. The chariot was right there.
Right,
The chariot was right over there, bro. And they over there. Moses ain't coming back. He's dead. Let's put the calf up, man.
The angels sitting there, look at these niggas.
That's Jake though. Finish out.
Jeremiah.
You got to stretch out this trip from 1 month to 40 years.
Facts.
Jeremiah 2 and
Yeah,
20.
right.
Hey, but Jake is still wondering now.
Still one.
That's Jake that's tired of been voting, protesting, you know, trusting in the politics, going into these churches. That's Jake still wandering in the wilderness spiritually.
All this shit Trump has done, and you still got niggas black for Trump,
Yeah.
Latinos for Trump, like that. The dumbest right nigga that made his whole restaurant about Trump, and then they reported it.
You got it?
Jeremiah 2 and 27, NLT, in the latter, they turn their backs on me, but in times of trouble, they cry out to me, come and save us.
Yep, keep going.
They know what home is.
But why not call on these gods you have made when trouble comes? Let them save you if they can, for you have, excuse me. It says, for you have as many gods as there are in towns of Judah.
Yeah, so the Lord is basically making mockery of you 2/3, man. Don't call on the true power at the time of trouble. Call on them damn gods that you worship, man. Well, let's see what Jesus Christ and Allah gonna be at. The Kemet gods, the black women, all right, and all this new age shit you niggas into, man. Let's see how that pans out when all break loose out here, man. Let's see if your ancestors come and save your ass, man. Okay, right? See, it's man.
Right.
Hey, this our people detailed to the T, man. Okay, that's how you know we the people of the book, man. No denying that.
Lord knows it's better than we know ourselves.
Come on, man.
Zaquan, if I can land back on that point, you don't see no other people doing that.
Come on, man.
No other people. Ishmael don't be trying to tap into a bunch of shit. Elam, be who they are.
I got the precept back there.
Come.
This is Jeremiah chapter 11, verse 13. And it says, according to the number of thy cities were thy gods, O Judah. According to the number of thy streets of Jerusalem, have you set up altars to the shameful thing, even altars to burn incense to Baal.
Hella book. Hella book.
That's the change. Churches on every street. Yeah. And it mainly in the hood. Yeah.
Yep.
I got what you just said. This is Jeremiah 2 and 11. Hath the nation changed their gods, which are yet no gods?
Right.
But my people have changed their glory to that which doeth not profit.
Right. Yep. That's that. Israel has been in this perpetual cycle of rinse, wash, repeat. This ain't work, throw it out, on to the next. This one don't work, throw it out, on to the next. Meanwhile, this is your sure foundation. But you want to try and find out every other way. You out into the cosmos. Niggas is so bugged out, they talking about we reptiles from outer space. Like this is a serious conscience of somebody that is of the nation of Israel in 2025.
Yeah, yeah.
Niggas say we come from Starbucks.
Hey, the information that came out with the black aliens, you got niggas on the TikTok showing images of like, you know how they had the graves with the big eyes. Niggas got on fitted tees and chains on with the blood in their ear. Like niggas actually think that's how the aliens gonna, so-called aliens gonna look. Let's show you the mind of a nigga in America, man.
Right.
You can't take nothing seriously, man.
Like Roger from America.
Yeah, exactly. with a gold chain on, bro.
There be some dumbass nigga on TikTok gassing that shit up. He ain't even talking, he just doing this.
Yeah.
Let the video play.
Exactly. Like the other shit, get your ass on the screen.
They got a Jake walking around with an alien. They got a Jake walking around with aliens, you know, and shit.
Come on, man.
Oh yeah, now in Atlanta.
Hey, the scripture
ATL.
say, I forgot where it's at, but in the lack of better words, the Lord basically, he gave us the truth. but Jake sought out other devices.
Exactly.
So the truth ain't the truth of the scriptures weren't enough for our people, man. It wasn't sexy enough. All right, I need to hear about, you know, the Anunnaki from 10 million years ago from the earth. All right, I need to hear about Planet X. All right, I need to hear about mermaids and how, you know, there's secret civilizations under the ocean and shit like that. Yeah, Nibiru, Flat Earth, right?
That shit coming back, bro. I'm trying to bring that shit back up, bro.
You know,
Jake tried to loose themselves under the covenant of the Lord, but they bound themselves to it on the back end. The curses. Yeah. Because you tapping into all of them curses, all of those religions, all of those false gods, you still tapping in, and you're going to be subject to the curses. That's what happened with Jake throughout all time.
Jeremiah 2 and verse 29, it says, why do you accuse me of doing wrong? You are the ones who have rebelled, says the Lord.
Jake is going to victim blame until the missiles come, man.
Right.
Because they don't understand that the reason why the Most High is doing it like this is because of you. We have done this to ourselves, man. The lack of accountability is all throughout the scriptures on Jake. Until we, like you said, Hosea 5:15, the Lord sit back in his place to his people humble themselves and acknowledge their sins. And Jake is going to stay the fucking problem until the Lord just get rid of Jake.
yes.
All right? This is Ecclesiastes 7:29.
Yep.
Though this only have I found,
Yep.
that Yahweh Shah have made man upright, but they have sought out many inventions.
Yeah, so the Lord gave us the truth. But Jake sought out many inventions. You know, Jake, the doctrine is not enough for Jake. All right, they need the glitter and the fucking fireworks to have it in there. You know what I'm saying? They need the special effects. You know, they need all that extra shit, man. You know, yeah, CGI, man. They need all of that. You know, that's why here it is. The truth has been around, but as long as it's been around. But the moment some new shit pop up, niggas is all over that.
That's why every time something comes like the Master's Winter,
Right.
you know, when that came up, you know, the Nature Boy and whatever, niggas will go for anything.
But like,
Remember when niggas said this is born?
yeah, truth is
Yeah,
born.
it's true. That's what Jake said.
Hey, remember when they was talking about black people getting activated with superpowers?
Oh yeah, because the sun.
And everybody was on that wave for a minute.
Yeah.
Even though, hey, Jake getting superpowers is in the scriptures, but everybody ignored that, right?
You have Israelite groups that talk shit like ISUK.
Oh yeah.
Times, y'all niggas still believe in superpowers? Yes, motherfucker, because it's in the scriptures. That's a real thing. We had powers back then, bro.
Right. What do
Jake
you,
still has powers in some instances now. Like Esau, he has experiments to where they had what you call them kids that be like real smart, they special. It's not that. It's another. It's something like autism. I forget the actual word for it.
You know, math, you know, all
But
that.
man, I can't think of the name of it. But anyway,
not that.
call it an S, I think. Whatever the word is, but they have done studies to where they said like those kids can read the minds of their parents, but they can't, like, if they can do that, they can't speak, or he'll something where they'll like it cancels each other out because if the Lord allowed them to have fully, then they levels. I'm trying to look for the word. I can't think of the word. It's a whole podcast where they talk about that. So these are science. They know it's real. That's why a lot of times when children are born and they'll be doing like tests on them to see, if they're special. If they're special, they'll take them away. Like in the army, the military, they have like different seers and whatnot. And they have those powers in the military. They have bitches that can remote view and all that type of stuff. So it's here, on a level, but it's just on a low level. The Lord's gonna give us that all the way turned up, like in Lucifer.
24, 49, right? Get that.
Priest, you was talking about the telepathy tapes.
Yeah, that's it. Nah, it's
Like these kids, they basically like just had like what the world would deem like special needs or disabilities. They were just able to just be telepathic.
they be like super smart, but they're mentally They're not mentally inept to be in society like how we are.
This book of Luke, chapter, behold,
And these are the words of Yahweh Shah. Go ahead.
and behold, I send the promise of my Father upon you, but tarry ye in the city of Jerusalem until ye be endued with power from on high.
Tarry ye in Jerusalem until you be endued with power from on high. This is what the Lord said, man. So the men of the Lord are eventually going to receive power, man. They're going to be performing miracles. They're going to have spiritual power, man. Right? You know? So that the miracles are going to happen. Right? Yahweh Shah, he did miracles, man. And Yahweh Shah did so many miracles, the book couldn't contain them all. So imagine when the Lord bestows that power on his chosen men. All right? So spiritual power is not some damn myth.
Right.
All right? It's the truth. The book of Acts. All right? You read about the miracles the disciples did in the name of Yahweh Shah, man.
Right.
Healed the sick. Raised up the lame that couldn't walk. You know, cured the blind or whatever, you know?
He said we would do greater miracles.
Yeah, the Lord said we would do greater miracles, man. So there's no telling who no telling what we're doing these last days, man.
Look at the stage that's set.
Come on, man.
This is the stage that the Lord has set. It's like the ultimate play for the Lord's name to just get magnified. Because it's so fucking crazy.
Your name is already.
Yes.
That's why you say everything take a first name.
Yes.
As you read Matthew 24 chapter.
Right, that's and us receiving the breath. That's part of the power, man. The Lord bringing us from out of the graves in Ezekiel 37. That's power, bro.
He breathed upon the slain because we was in a dead state. Now we have the Holy Spirit of the Kamadash. Now we have a true understanding when it comes to the Bible. We understand the will of the Lord, and that's spiritual power within itself, man. But we see what they can't see, as Priest was getting to earlier. Man. We have the eyesight to see things that these people can't see or comprehend or understand. Man. That's spiritual power. Man. Wait till the Most High really turn it up and increase that. That's what's coming.
Got it.
It's power. Matthew 24:49. It says, Strong's G 14:11, Dynamis. It says, a force, especially miraculous power, usually. The force, especially miraculous power, usually by implication of the miracle itself, ability, abundance, meaning might, worker of miracles, power, strength, violence, mighty wonderful works. Right? So that's that power that's going to be given to the elect, right? As Yahweh Shai is making his presence more and more felt in the earth, his men are going to start to receive that power, right? So that the name of Yahweh Shai can continue to be active.
Yeah, especially in the time of James Sherwood, as you get at Isaiah 36, you can't just overlook wisdom, knowledge, understanding, being a stability without time. Nah, that's Holy Spirit, that's the power, man. Because you gotta understand, the Lord's gonna be dealing in that day, and we're gonna be able to get out of certain chaotic experiences that the world is not gonna be able to get out, man.
There's not going to be a human answer to explain that.
Yeah. What is that? Isaiah 59:15.
Yep. Yeah, real quick, hold on. Let me get that.
Job 32:8. But there is a spirit in man, and the inspiration of the Almighty giveth them understanding.
Inspiration goes back to the breath, right? Through the Kakudash, right? That's power for us to come back to the knowledge of who we truly are. That all Esau did to keep us away.
All the shit he done, all the crap he done to get when we got off the ships, even over the slavery, taking away our heritage, and we still back.
Them shooting and stuff and all these different, jabs and shit, trying to, make that stuff dormant.
But that's because that shows you who the children of Israel are. And that's how you know Esau knows that he has done everything in his power to keep us on the Lord.
That's why, like, Lucy is like a great movie when you talk about stuff like this. And Lucy, when it shows you, as she got turned up, more and more in the movie, she became more godlike. When her brain was unlocked 100%, she became like the Most High.
Yep.
She ceased to exist, but she was in reality.
Yep.
That's how we're going to be able to manipulate you know, the element out there where the Lord turns us up.
And Esau knows that the elect will be activated. This is why they're preparing to try to kill all of Israel. All right? Hey, it's the same time, you know, when Yahushua, when it was prophesied that he was going to be born and come on the scene, with a Herod do? Kill all of the firstborn males, the Hebrews, man. To stop the happening. It's all being done all over again in the spirit.
Pharaoh and Moses.
Pharaoh and Moses, right?
Esau on his side, he was killing the same thing. He was rejecting the babies like a brother.
Haman and Xerxes.
That's it, exactly.
Right now.
Obadiah, give me Obadiah last verse.
Marcus Sagan.
Yeah,
That's the same thing. Because when you look at the Planned Parenthood, it's built in the same way as the Molech altar.
Hey, the Black Jesus story.
Right. Solomon.
How they, you know, yeah, something like that. How they, you know, the elites, you know, they try to kill them.
Yeah.
You know, same thing. Because the elect are likened unto many messiahs, many saviors.
I was looking at him on TikTok last weekend, and they say he was healing people all that too. They said like it was one time they had him in the plane. He just stopped the plane in the middle of like they were just suspending an animation. You know, so he was doing a lot more shit than what
Obadiah chapter 1, really just verse 21. And Savior shall come upon Mount Zion.
Who are the saviors? The prophets. Look at the word saviors. And Savior shall what?
Come upon Mount Zion.
Yep.
To judge the mount of Esau.
See that? The saviors will be raised up to judge the mount of Esau, the government of Esau, this power structure of the wickedness being judged by the prophets of the Lord, man. See?
Hey, real quick.
It's the word for saviors. It says Mawashayam, and it says to save, be delivered, to be liberated. It says to be saved in battle, be victorious, saved from moral troubles.
Any more?
That's pretty much it.
Yeah. So the prophets represent the saviors, man. They're judging the mount of Esau. Okay? You got that.
Because as like we were saying, the elect is like a basic like unto gods. This is demigod. It says a demigod is the beginning of a part human and part divine. So typically, the offspring of God and a mortal or a human have to achieve a godlike status.
They know it. They know that.
That's why they say, man, black people, that's their
Something like that.
You know, that's all the tribes. That's how we know. Esau they've been talking about this. That's why he said they'll put the stuff in your face. Marvel became so popular because Marvel is based around a lot of Jake. Hulk, Wolverine, Captain America, Spider-Man, they all got that out of Jake.
Yeah,
X-Men.
Yep. There was a lot of Gadites and a lot of Jewite.
Even Batman. Batman came from Northern King tribe. That suit, they found that shit. That was real.
Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua B'Shem B'Kakodash.
Double honors to our apostle, those great Muslim do well. Peace and salutation, all the honor and appreciation is true for our righteousness and sincerity. Shalom.
Hey, shalom.
Shalom.